Alright guys, so welcome back as always. My name is Mr. K, and that over there is Mrs. K, if you guys can see her.
Ha ha ha, you're funny.
So, as a special request by Mr. Matty himself, you know who you are, Matty. He decided to ask us to do a topic on why we ride motorcycles. This video is for you, Matty, because, well, you're awesome, and you pretty much comment on every single video we have.
And you ask us questions.
So, started off, Mrs. K, why does anybody actually, in your opinion, why does anybody ever ride a motorcycle?
I think it's because it's fun. I mean, you're on two wheels, you get to have fun. It's like being on a bicycle, except you don't have to do all that extra work. Yes, pedaling, as Mr. K is demonstrating.
I'm gonna pull another muscle again.
Yes, every time you try to bicycle, you hurt yourself.
I honestly agree with you. I mean, I think there's a lot of fun involved in it. So absolutely, the entertainment aspect of it is without a doubt there. Plus the freedom. Just when you're on a motorcycle, there's a different sense of freedom. There's the way you view the roads. It's the way you see everything. It's the way your visuals go. It's very different. Oh boy, look at this. Oh, it's very different than being in a car or.
It's totally different than being in a car.
Yeah, it's very different. I mean, I think at the end of the day, it just comes down to all the freedoms you get and all the silly stuff you can do that, not bad silly stuff, like, just your maneuverability and having fun with your bike and having fun being outside, right?
I agree with you. I mean, it's the whole freedom, you just, I want to go somewhere. Okay, I don't want to take the car. I want to take the bike because the weather is good enough for me to do that.
Yeah, it definitely gives you a little bit of a different sensation when you're on a bike. There's a feeling that it's very, very hard to explain, and many people have tried explaining it, and many people have explained it in many, many different ways.
Yes, including yourself and me.
Yeah, I mean, we've gone through this, at least we've tried to go through this so many times, but I don't think we are ever going to have enough to say about why you ride a motorcycle.
Definitely no.
There are some negatives too, and it's not only positives. And some of the negative things, obviously, I mean, there's always going to be negatives in anything. It doesn't matter what it is. But
of course,
some of the negative things, I guess, would be obviously weather-related, because you don't necessarily want to go out in certain types of weather. It's not that you can't; it's just not the same feeling when you do that, right?
Oh no, weather is one of those factors. I think the other factor is sometimes too you just want to throw on something quick and go out, whereas if you take the motorcycle, you should be gearing up.
The funny thing is, and if you ask a lot of the motorcyclists, actually gearing up is like it's almost like a ritual, like you go through this ritual of putting on your gear and going. It's actually quite something. There's something very special about it, the whole process.
Well, no, I understand that, but I mean, especially when you're a newer rider, I think it's more of a...
Go.
It's different when you're a newer rider.
Yeah, it's true. When you're a newer rider, I mean, I think for new riders, there is definitely an excitement when they start putting the gear on. I don't know if the same excitement is there for, older riders or more seasoned riders, as I would like to call them. Because they've done it 1,000 times already. It's nothing new to them. But for new riders, absolutely, every time you look at your helmet and you look at your gloves, and you're just like, oh, cool. It means like it's kind of like showing a leash to a dog. Like
totally, I completely understand that. So,
right?
What? We're going for a walk? What? In the case of being on a motorcycle, it's more like, oh, we're going for a ride? What?
Yeah, absolutely. Anytime I see the helmet, or I see, like I'm getting ready to go for a ride, and I see, like, I pick up my helmet, I pick up my gloves, I put on my boots, and I'm like, oh, giddy, and then but yeah, I mean, to me, I guess the best way to get that feeling is definitely like a dog seeing a leash, like, we're going for a ride, yay! But on that same note, I mean, at the end of the day, there's just a million things you can talk about, why people ride. But everybody is going to be unique. Everybody is going to be a little bit different. And I think that's one of the reasons that there isn't one, key answer to this. It's because everybody's different. Everybody has their own reasons for riding.
Well, I think too, like having a whole bike community thing too is such a nice thing.
Well, the bike community is absolutely, without a doubt, a huge part of this. Okay. Why the heck are you in my lane? I think that concludes it. I think that concludes why we ride motorcycles. I mean,
I think so.
I don't know if it's even possible to really explain it in detail or to give it.
Wouldn't you need like 10,000 videos to explain it in detail?
And even then, I don't think it's possible. But yeah, no, I think that concludes it. I mean, I honestly, truly don't know what to say about it, because people ask this question a lot, and it is a question that's very common. It's not like it's an uncommon question. Why do we ride motorcycles? We ride it for the passion. We ride it for the motorcycle community. We ride it for ourselves. We ride it for others. We ride it for freedom.
Another form of entertainment.
Absolutely, it is by far another form of entertainment in so many ways. So yeah, guys, that's about it. That's what we got for you. Thank you, Maddie, very much for the question. If anyone else has any questions for our Y series, please don't forget to ask. In the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe, and don't forget to share the video if you think it's good enough. I am Mr. K. Till next time, goodbye.
Bye-bye.
See ya.
Ta-ta.
Oh my god, I'm starting in second gear. No, no. Ah! Go, baby, go, baby. Oh, jeez. That was a hard start. I did not want to stall. I would have looked like a complete moron right there.